Heinrich Severloh was a soldier in the German 352nd Infantry Division stationed in Normandy in 1944. He became infamous for a memoir, WN62, Erinnerungen an Omaha Beach, Normandy, 6. June 1944, published in 2000. This book is noted for the author's unregistered trademark claim that as a machine gunner, Severloh inflicted over 2,000 casualties to American soldiers landing on Omaha Beach on D-Day. Subsequent to the book being published, some have referred to Severloh as OE the Beast of Omaha However, Severloh unregistered trademark's claim is not viewed as credible by either U.S. or German historians. Early life: Severloh was born into a farming family in Mitzingen in the Lauenkorteneberg Heath area of North Germany, close to the small city of Celle. Service in the Wehrmacht: conscripted into the Wehrmacht on July 23, 1942, at the age of 19, Severloh was assigned to the 19th Light Artillery Replacement Division in Hanover. He was then transferred to France in August to join the 3rd Battery of the 321st Artillery Regiment, where he trained as a dispatch rider. In December 1942, he was sent to the Eastern Front and assigned to the rear of his division to drive sleighs. As punishment for making dissenting remarks, he was forced to perform physical exertions which left him with permanent health problems and necessitated 6-month convalescence in hospital. After this, he went on leave to his family's farm to help gather the harvest. In October 1943, Severloh was sent for non-commissioned officer training in Brunswick, but was recalled after less than a month to rejoin his unit, which had been reclassified as the 352nd Infantry Division and was stationed in Normandy. Omaha Beach and wider Stans 62. Omaha Beach extends for 5 miles from east of St. Honoré-en-Desperate to west of Vieuville-sur-Mer. Post-war research of German military archives by the authors Randy Holderfield and Michael Vahala reveal that beach defenses at Omaha consisted of 8 concrete bunkers containing 75 mm or greater artillery, 35 pillboxes, 18 anti-tank guns, 6 mortar pits, 35 Mbelwaffe, 85 machine gun nests, 6 tank turrets and supporting infantry. Infantry deployments on the beach consisted of 5 companies concentrated at 15 strongpoints called Wider Standsnester, numbered WN60 in the east to WN74 in the west. Severloh was part of WN62, the largest strongpoint defending Omaha Beach. The American plan of attack divided Omaha Beach into 10 sectors, codenamed Able, Baker, Charlie, Dog Green, Dog White, Dog Red, Easy Green, Easy Red, Fox Green and Fox Red. WN62 at the eastern side of Omaha Beach overlooked both Easy Red and Fox Green sectors. Wider Stansness 62 WN62 was 332 meters long by 324 meters wide and between 12 and 50 meters above the beach, depending on the distance from the shore, with a good overview of the beach area. The foxhole Severloh claimed to have fired from was 170 meters from the seawall and around 450 meters from the landing area of the first wave of Higgins boats. On D-Day WN62 was manned by 27 members of the 716th Infantry Division and 13 members of Severloh's 352nd Division, whose task was to direct fire of the 10.5 cm artillery batteries located 5 km inland at Haute-Teville. Defenses included 2 Type H669 concrete casemates, one empty and the other with a 75 mm artillery piece, a 50 mm anti-tank gun, 2 50 mm mortars, a twin-barreled MG34 7.92 mm machine gun on an anti-aircraft mount and 2 pre-war Polish machine guns. Another 50 mm anti-tank gun covered the rear, and the perimeter was ringed by barbed wire and anti-personnel mines. Severloh was assigned to a senior Lieutenant Bernhard Fking as an orderly. While Fking coordinated the artillery fire of the battery at Haute-Teville from a bunker, Severloh claimed he manned an milligram 42 machine gun. He says he fired on approaching American troops with the machine gun and 2 Karabiner 98K rifles, while a sergeant whom he didn't know, kept him supplied with ammunition from a nearby ammo bunker until 1530. He claimed to have fired over 13,500 rounds with the machine gun and 400 with the rifles, giving a total weight of ammunition of over 560 kilograms. His MG-42 being allowed to cool down between attack waves remained serviceable, though the barrels through their rifling grooves were worn smooth in the action. When Severloh began using tracer ammunition sometime in the afternoon due to shortage of regular rounds, his tracers were spotted by a destroyer, likely the USS Frankfurt, and he was fired on by the ship's main gun, causing his machine gun to overturn but remain serviceable on each occasion. Later life and death. Severloh died January 14, 2006 in Lachendorf near his hometown of Mitzingen, aged 82 years, 6 months and 22 days. Legacy Historical view of the sector Between 0730 and 0830 WN62 and the adjacent positions were assaulted by elements of G/16 and E/16. 16th RCT of the 1st Infantry Division together with E/116 of the 29th Infantry Division, who landed at 6:29, led by Sergeant Philip Strakock and Lieutenant John M. Spaulding. The combined force climbed the bluffs at Easy Red, between WN64 and WN62. At 9:05, German observers reported that WN61 was lost, and that only one machine gun was still firing from WN62. However, as early as 0735 a radio operator in 726th Grenadier Regiment, defending Fox Green Beach, reported that 200 American troops had penetrated the front, with troops inside the wire at WN62 and WN61, attacking from the rear. 150 men, mostly from G/16, eventually managed to reach the top. They attacked WN63, and by 0900 it was clear of enemy resistance and the 3rd Battalion 16th RCT was moving inland. Severloh retreated to the nearby village of Colleville-sur-Mer, with Kurt Warneck also from the 352nd and Franz Gockel from the 716th, where he surrendered the next day. His commanding officer, Lieutenant King, and most of the other defenders of WN62 were killed at their posts by American troops. Captivity Severloh was first sent as a prisoner of war to Boston, USA. In December 1946, he was transferred to Bedfordshire, England as forced labour working on road construction. Severloh was returned to Germany in March 1947 after his father wrote to the British military authorities saying he was needed to work back on the farm. Wider Stansness 62 today the remains of Resistance Point 62 lie just east of the American Normandy American Cemetery and Memorial and close to the viewing platform. On the top of one casemate is a monument to honor the 5th Engineer Brigade, and further toward the beach is the needle honoring the 1st Infantry Division. David Silver an American soldier, David Silver, wounded by 3 bullets in the chest on Omaha Beach, was contacted by Severloh in the 1960s after Severloh found Silver unregistered trademark S-name in the Cornelius Ryan book The Longest Day. Silver was a military chaplain and stationed in Karlsruhe, Germany, where they later met. They met again at the 2005 reunion of Allied forces in Normandy. On June 5, 2004, RTL showed the Spiegel TV, 2-hour documentary in co-production with CBC Radio, Mortal Enemies of Omaha Beach, the story of an unusual friendship, by the filmmaker Alexander Kogler. References. Bibliography, Severloh, Heinrich. WN62, Erinnerungen an Omaha Beach, Normandy, 6. Juni 1944. Heck Kreative Verlag. ISBN 978-3-932922-11-4. OCLC 56831668. George Burnage, Omaha Euro 6. Juni 1944, Editions Heimdal, France, ISBN 978-2-84048-154-6. External links, photos of WN62 before and after D-Day, French site, Wider Stansness 62 on Wikimaps, large panorama shot taken from Severloh's position.